Hello, I'm Chris Walters, Regional Technical Consultant based in the Phoenix, Arizona Swift Shop. The purpose of this technical presentation is to provide the technician with a detailed step-by-step guideline to installing the SmartDrive camera. Kenworth T680 SmartDrive Camera Installation Procedure. The components included in the SmartDrive kit include the SR4 system controller, the power cable, part number 104-0009-0016-00, the forward-facing camera, the sensor bar, the keypad, SmartDrive wire ties, and alcohol wipes. Additional shop-provided items include additional wire ties, one 16 to 14 gauge ring terminal, two 16 to 14 gauge male terminals, one 1/2 inch grommet, and paper towels. The tools needed to perform the camera install are a cordless impact, a Torx bit to remove dash panels, the SmartDrive proprietary M4 camera adjustment tool, a 10mm socket, a 1/2 inch hole saw, a tape measure, a small butane torch, wire cutters, wire strippers, wire crimpers, a set of wire terminal crimpers, a short pry bar, and a 3/8 ratchet with 13mm socket. First, to prepare the system power cable, verify the power cable part number is 104-0009-0016-00. Strip the end of the black chassis ground wire and crimp a 16 to 14 gauge ring terminal to the wire end. Then properly heat shrink to seal. Second, strip the end of the orange ignition wire and securely crimp a 16 to 14 gauge male terminal to the wire end. Third, strip the end of the red power wire and securely crimp a 16 to 14 gauge male terminal to the wire end. Lastly, open both inline fuse boxes and ensure that the fuses are securely installed. Remember to record the power cable part number for the QA process later. To mount the in-cab forward-facing camera, the camera will be located within 6 inches from the top of the center of the windshield. The camera cannot interfere with the driver's line of sight. Using an alcohol pad, clean the windshield mounting area and wipe dry with a clean paper towel. Remove the adhesive strip and press firmly on the camera bracket for 10 seconds to ensure proper adhesion. Ensure the camera is mounted level. Using the proprietary M4 camera adjustment tool, loosen the camera bracket screws located on the forward-facing camera mounting bracket. Adjust the camera angle by rotating or tilting the camera slightly down to see an unobstructed view of the road in front of the vehicle. It is not required to remove the camera from the mounting bracket to complete this adjustment. Tighten the camera bracket screws when the proper camera angle placement is achieved. The proper camera angle is achieved when the center hash mark on the bracket is lined up to the second forward hash mark on the camera as shown. Note, don't attempt to use any other tool to make the camera adjustment. Route the camera harness up and inside the left side headliner to the left side A-pillar. Remove the left side A-pillar cover and lower the left side upper door molding. Now remove the left side grab handle. Route the camera harness down the A-tower. For access to route the component harnesses behind the dash, first remove the Qualcomm holster. Then remove the dashboard bezel panel. Also remove the instrument cluster. Unplug the instrument panel harness. Place the instrument cluster in a safe place to prevent any damage. Remove the right side dash panel, then the center panel. Now complete routing the camera harness down the A-tower and route behind the dash to the center dash area. To mount the sensor bar, clean the mount area just above the dash on the left side of the windshield with an alcohol prep pad and wipe dry with a clean paper towel. Remove the base plate from the sensor bar. Do not lose the screws. Remove the adhesive strip and press down firmly on the base plate for 10 seconds to ensure it adheres properly to the windshield. Route the sensor bar wires down the A-pillar, then behind the dash to the center dash area. Install the sensor bar and secure the screws until tight. Secure the camera and sensor bar harnesses together with wire ties and clip the tail ends off. Now resecure the upper left side door molding. Replace the left side A-tower cover. And remount the center dash panel. To mount the keypad, The keypad will be mounted centered on the center dash panel as shown. Hold the keypad in the correct area and make a 1-inch mark down from the center of the keypad. With a 1/2-inch hole saw, carefully drill a hole in the dash panel for the harness to be routed. Clean the dash panel with an alcohol prep pad. Run the length of the keypad cable behind the dashboard to the center location with a 1/2-inch grommet into the hole to protect the cable from sharp surfaces. Remove the adhesive strip from the back of the keypad and press down firmly for 10 seconds to ensure proper adhesion to the center dash panel. Remove the internal fuse box cover and foot panel. Then remove the left side kick panel and unplug the light harness. Now cut the wire ties securing the 8-pin connector and pull free for access. Remove the green lock clip and remove the gray connector lock clip. To install the power cable, plug the red power wire into port B of the 8-pin connector. Plug the orange ignition wire into port E. Then reinstall the connector lock clip. Route the power cable up through the left side of the dash and over to the center dash area. Plug the male end of the 14-pin connector into the female end. Attach the black chassis ground wire to the second ground stud from the right as shown. Ensure to use a lock washer to secure the ground. Replace the ground stud cover. Reconnect the 8-pin connector. Pull all excess wiring up tight and secure with wire ties up under the lower dash. Reconnect the left side kickboard harness and attach the kickboard. Replace the lower dash panel and footboard. Replace the fuse box cover. Door seal, and reattach the left side grab handle. Coil up and secure all power harnesses together with wire ties in the center dash area and clip the tail ends. To start connecting the system controller, back off the mounting screws on the controller base plate and remove to expose the bottom connectors. The underside connections. Make the connections to the underside of the controller. All cable ends are clearly identified to the corresponding port on the controller. Make all connections to the back side of the controller. All cable ends are again clearly identified to the corresponding port on the controller. Remember to record the controller serial number from the box for the QA process later. After all connections are securely performed, secure the controller with wire ties to the internal dash bracket as shown. Open the fuse box and install a 10 amp fuse into port G10 and a 5 amp fuse into port K13. Refer to the fuse box legend to confirm port locations. This will provide power to the system controller. Once the controller is powered up, use the 3 LEDs on top of the controller to verify proper operation. The power LED will be solid red when the controller is receiving external power. The ignition LED will be solid orange when ignition is on. The system LED will be solid green with constant power. Once proper operation is confirmed, start reassembly of the dashboard panels. Reconnect the cluster harness and reattach the instrument cluster. Reattach the right side panel. Reattach the instrument cluster bezel and the dashboard bezel panel. Lastly, reattach the Qualcomm holster and replace Qualcomm device. To perform the system diagnostic mode, first pull the tractor outside the bay at least 25 feet from the building to allow a clear satellite signal. Before creating a manual event, the engine will be running. Turn on the windshield wipers to ensure the camera is within the sweep of the wipers. Then turn the wipers off. Before initiating diagnostic mode, ensure that the sensor bar, LED 1, the target icon, is solid green, and LED 2, the gear icon, is solid blue. This indicates that the system is ready. To initiate the diagnostic mode, press the green button on the keypad 5 times in 10 seconds to initiate diagnostic mode. The screen on the keypad will display panic. Then the screen will display test to confirm the system is testing diagnostics. If the system detects no faults, all zeros will be displayed on the screen. Before calling SmartDrive, create a manual event and ensure it has recorded and offloaded. Create a manual event by pressing the green button on the keypad 1 time. LED 1. The target icon will blink blue while the event is recording. Once the event has completed recording, LED 1, the target icon, will turn solid blue, indicating there is an event stored and awaiting offload. When the SR connects to the SmartDrive network, LED 2, the gear icon, will turn solid blue, indicating a connection has been made. When the SR begins to offload, LED 2, the gear icon, will blink blue, indicating that the SR is currently offloading. When the offload is complete, LED 1, the target icon, will return to solid green. To complete the system installation verification check with SmartDrive technical support, the event may take up to 10 minutes to be visible to QA specialists in the event player. Please wait 10 minutes before calling technical support to allow time for the event to offload, as the event may take up to 10 minutes to be visible to SmartDrive QA specialists. Then call technical support to do a QA checkout. The technical support call-in number is 866-933-9930, option 1. Information to have ready for the QA specialist: the truck unit number and year of build, the controller serial number from the box, the power cable serial number, The system will be registered as Swift Transportation, Swift Contractor, if an owner-operator tractor. Swift Transportation Employee if a company truck.